Okay, morning, folks. Welcome to briefing on Saturday, the 11th of September. Yeah, the chart's certainly been changeable in the last couple of days. I'm looking at this sort of cold front straddled across the centre of the country and thinking, I don't remember seeing that on the chart 12 hours ago. And also looking at various other sat picks and rainfall radar charts, don't really see any evidence of it, but there it is. Don't think it'll affect us. Might just be a cloud feature by the time it gets there. But we're in a sort of westerly airflow now, have been for a day or so. High pressure sort of sat over France now. It's just gently feeding in west winds, slightly northwesterly at flying heights. And not strong. You can see the spacing between the isobars, quite wide, so quite light winds. Pressure's gone up a bit in the last 12 hours, so it stabilized things out a bit. So it was very showery yesterday. TAFs, not really saying very much. 259 knots, I think more like about 260, maybe even 270, so slightly south of the main runway, but not much, and not very strong at all. 5 knots maybe, the other forecasts I've seen. Upper wind's a little bit stronger than that. Scattered at 1,500 feet, I think it'll go up beyond that, but what we've got now is this, probably we've had now is this between 7 and 10, broken at 900 feet. There will be bits of low cloud lingering about for an hour or two, but that'll rise fairly quickly. I think it'll be a fairly pleasant day. Upper winds across the middle of the country, 270, 10 knots, a little bit breezier down in the channel area. So I think we're looking at 270, 10, 12 knots at flying heights. Maybe a fraction more than that, but not much. So fairly light. Sat pick shows a thicker cloud that's developed and gone past us, and this area here coming towards us is opening up fairly quickly, fairly readily. So it should be quite nice by sort of 10, 11 o'clock, breaking up. Cloud base rising quite nicely. It's not going to get stratospherically high today. It will be soarable, that's for sure. And temperatures will go up, probably about 21 degrees. So it'll feel quite pleasant out there this afternoon. Dew points currently about 14s, and I think they might sort of go down a little bit, but not much. They're saying 9s to 10s here. I think more like about 12. So we've got dew points at 12, temperatures at 21. Cloud base, fingers crossed, somewhere 3,500 feet above sea level by this afternoon. The soaring forecast side of it, I can see where everybody's getting their predicted ascents from. I think we're looking at sort of cloud in this area here. So cloud base somewhere around 3.5, cloud tops 5, 4 to 6 8s at times. Other times a little bit less, but should be reasonable. I think not a fantastic cross-country day. Looking at the Camborne sounding, when you see the inversion predicted here, looking at the Camborne sounding, you've also got a strong inversion, so definitely chances are spread out when we do get a reasonable amount of cloud. So I think that's on the forecast today, folks. Just be aware of that. Don't think it'll spread completely, because I think it'll break up fairly readily. It's still quite warm in this area here, so cloud will come and go. Top meteo showing it clearing about the same time. This is sort of 10 o'clock, and then the day goes on. Cumulus and spread out around here by mid to late morning, and then in the afternoon slightly less cumulus, but we're seeing an effect from upper cloud. They're showing upper cloud. I can't see anything on the both the infrared and the visual satellite pic. So not really sure where they're getting that from. And quite nice for the afternoon. Should be quite pleasant. Nice weather lasts sort of all day, really. Tomorrow you've got a little bit of a sort of trailing front that's coming in across the West Country and the Midlands. It should be quite nice and quite flyable, certainly over us for most of the day. We're in the right area tomorrow. Okay, so airspace wise, quite a few things going on. It looks a little bit crowded in places, certainly around here and up towards the Bryce zone. I'll go through those. We've got the Southampton airspace. Hours of operation just amended. They start a little bit later than they used to. Number 8 is gliding at Middle Wallop. That's NOTAM'd. Basically every weekend they're operating there until there's an amendment on the chart. Number 10, high intensity radio transmissions out of Boscombe Down. 12 is clay pigeon shoot. 15 is the Everley danger area. It's the one, the north side, or the east side of Salisbury Plains, been raised to 9,000 feet all day. And also they've got a parachute display at Netheravon. Well, there's parachuting all the time at Netheravon. It's not somewhere we go. So nothing that's really going to affect us. Number 13 is just saying there's no danger area crossing service. Number 19 is just a fly past Greenham Common at some point in the afternoon. Let's go have a quick look at the timing on that one. 14:25 to 15:30. And the main one to note is restricted airspace at Abingdon. We'll have an air show there. And it's between 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock. It says there, but the schedule here is basically 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. There's various things going on. It's 4 nautical mile radius and it's up to 6,000 feet, as it says there, above mean sea level. They've also got at some point during the day at 1:45 to 2:15 parachute display in the same place. So really that's about it on the NOTAMs front, folks. For anywhere you're likely to be flying today, I think if we look at the cross-country forecast, the best area is just out to the west here. Don't go too far north because of the likelihood of more cloud associated with this weak frontal feature. Top Meteo is suggesting it's good for maybe 1 to 200k, so certainly can be soarable cross country for the competent, I think, and reasonable day for September. Okay, operationally we don't have any jet movements that I know about, no other movements. So we'll be on the main runway with the winch slightly offset, normal operation. Grass is all fine, though it's rained in the last couple of days. The ground is pretty dry, so we'll be towing out the cables on the grass. If you're part of club flying, go out and get the hangar doors open and get the kit out, and we'll be out there shortly. And I'll see you out there.